Good morning. Today we're getting off to a late start as far as vlogging goes, but Wednesdays are typically like our days to sleep as long as possible, really pushing it until Jude has to sign in for school. It's Wellness Wednesday for school, and they usually do like a activity with the kids as far as like art goes or something. Today, well shortly, like in 15 minutes, I have a meeting with Jude's counselor, and I have like mixed emotions when it comes to counseling at school because it's not enough. This is why I had to pay out of pocket for our own insurance for Jude to see a therapist or a counselor, because they just don't see their patients enough. For me personally, depending on the time in my life, I've been seeing the same therapist, I want to say for like 7 years, and I was seeing her every single week. Sometimes it was like every other day if it was really bad. Then we went every other week, every 3 weeks, and then once a month. So right now I think I'm at every 3 weeks, and I usually come out feeling so exhausted, but that's on my terms. So I have Kaiser for insurance. I feel like it is the worst. I still have to share a few other experiences with you guys. I'm not sure in which order. I've got so much content, but again, I am the only person that is editing, shooting, starring in, Lord have mercy, and also trying to do other things at the same time. So I just really need to learn how to manage my time better. I'm always so tired. Anyhow, so what time is it? It's 9:16. I look crazy, alright? And I need to fix myself so she doesn't ask me if I'm okay. I remember having an appointment with Kaiser. This was 5 years ago, after a 2-year relationship ended, and that was really hard. I didn't talk about it at all on social media, the breakup anyway. Everybody was like, what the hell happened? Well, yeah, I could not bring myself to even talk. I didn't want to talk about it. It took a long time to heal from that too. Maybe, I want to say a good 6 months of healing after that relationship was over. But I remember going in, and we had a session that just flew by. I mean, there's just so much to say because you have to really fill them in. You need like 3 or 4 sessions depending on how much you're willing to share for the therapist to really get to know you. And if it's a psychiatrist, like, I just don't feel comfortable taking medication straight away. I remember getting a crazy addictive medication from a psychiatrist at Kaiser, and he only spoke to me for, I don't even think I was in his room for 15 minutes. This is my first time even talking to him. We tried everything, but what the f... One of my neighbors who walks her dog all the time let her dog just take the biggest dump outside of my window, and she just walked away. Like, are you kidding me? I'm kind of grossed out. Now I'm distracted. I'll have to come back to my thought. I think I've mentioned this in past vlogs too, where I am that crazy neighbor that will deliver the poop to your house. Like, did you forget something, you nasty bitch? So I just got off of 2 Zoom calls, one with Jude's therapist. I did not know that it was at the same time as the school's like parent meeting, and only 12 parents showed up, which is so sad. I have the ring light on because it looked like I was in the dark. But I'm going on to Facebook, which I hardly ever use, but I need to use it. It was suggested by the PTA to look up groups in our area, parents who are allowing their kids to meet up in person at outdoor activities, whether that be at the park, at the beach, things like that, because it is so important for us to make sure that our kids are socializing with other children, especially if you have an only child. I have an only child with emotional challenges, and he's only going to get worse, like further into his depression, if I don't intervene like now. Okay, I absolutely do not want to, but I am going to force myself to use my bike. Jude was on it this morning. while he was watching one of his YouTube channels. And of course, I am not like promoting like weight loss or anything like that with Jude. I'm just promoting activity, okay? And I shared this with his counselor that Jude keeps using the pandemic as an excuse not to go outside and not to be active, which I do not agree with and I do not like. I also have a stalker. Literally anytime that I walk down the hallway, she's like, where are we going? Where are you taking me? Like, nowhere. Leave me alone. I saw that this bike is actually like a dupe for Peloton, so instead of spending thousands of dollars on an exercise bike, what you can do is watch classes on your TV. I just recently upgraded to a smart TV, and I think I can spend like $13 a month on the Peloton app. I think that's what I read. And you can watch the classes online and you could ride your bike at the same time. So it's like kind of like a little ghetto hack. Two of my friends got bikes that were cheaper than this one. I think I spent a little over $300 for this bike, and it took me maybe, I'm gonna say it took me like less than 20 minutes to put together by myself. And I kid you not, there was no freaking instructions, so I had to look them up on the internet because I was getting stuck. But for the most part, it's like a duh of where everything goes. You just have to look at the picture and you know exactly where the pieces go. So yeah, it took me 20 minutes, and it probably would have been faster than that if I knew how to attach these back bolts here. And then also a cool thing about this is that it's got wheels on the front, so I can literally scoot it down the hallway and store it into my closet if you have a small space that you're working with. The bike that my friends got, I'll make sure to put both of them in the description box so you guys can have kind of like an option if you're interested in doing it. Theirs was, I believe their bikes were $150, so half the cost of mine, but I feel like their bikes are so small and you kind of feel like you're gonna fall over with your body weight. So I would definitely spend a little bit more money and get a heavier bike like this one. It's easy to scoot too. Like I literally scoot it into Jude's room when he is on his Zoom meeting for PE. You don't even have to take the class. You could just move your flippin' legs, play with the tension, and ride your bike while you're watching a movie or watching your show or whatever you're doing, checking your emails, because there is a spot there where you can put your phone, your tablet. I don't know about putting your laptop. I wouldn't do that, but yeah. So I think it's cool. You guys should check it out. I'm gonna force myself to do it. At least I'm gonna say 30 minutes. What is it, my beautiful girl? She's so jealous. You're so jealous. You're just like your brother. Oh, my peanut butter. Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you. Also, today's Wednesday, and it's the day that Jude goes with his dad. So, I don't know if you guys will see him, but, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I think this is probably one of the hardest things about even considering getting back together is that I really like my time by myself. I have friends who are married, I have friends who are single and have kids, and let me tell you, it's not that bad. What, in your belly? Mm-hmm. No, some people, we're talking about when I gave birth to Jude, and Jude thought I got cut in my stomach. I mean, I don't have a scar on my stomach, so how would you think that I got cut in my stomach? So actually, they would cut, this is your banta, right? They cut lower on the girls, like right above their chooch, to get the babies out. Not on their stomach, but like downtown. Okay, well, where do you want to eat? So I just got adjusted. No! This is not where, hopefully don't crash, okay? And we picked up some chipotle, which Jude's already getting a head, excuse me, sir. He's already getting a head start.
Go park so we can eat, I'm hungry. I ate all day.
We're headed to a park so that we can enjoy the sun and eat some food. I even have a blanket too, if someone's already sitting on the benches.
I thought we were staying in the car.
Why would we stay in the car? Why would we go to the park and stay in the car?
Let's go home.
What?
Let's go home.
You misunderstood me or what?
Yeah, I thought you said like park. Like, I meant car. Like park in the car.
I'm laying in bed right now. It is... It's like 8 o'clock, I think. So I know it's period time. I can already see it in my face a little bit. I am glad that I do keep those private moments of me and Jude together just for us. He just wanted to like hug. He just wanted hugs this morning, and he's 11, and I just hope that he stays this way for as long as possible. Like, he came in my room and he's so heavy now, like he's a big boy. We already wear the same size shoes, so he's gonna be tall. He got that from both of his grandparents. My dad was over 6 foot. I wanna say Chris's dad is about 6 foot also, but Chris is like the same size as me. I just wonder how Jude's gonna look. He's starting to look more like his uncle, and I think it's cute. I think his dad and his uncle are so handsome, but I can see them like so much. Like that side of the family so much in him. And these are the days that I'm conflicted. It's like I cannot wait to get a break and be alone and like lay here in my underwear. But then I also am like, I miss my honey bear. Before Jude's dad left, he goes, okay, have a nice week. I'm like, nice week? You mean weak ass break? Because Jude's literally gonna come back in less than 2 days, so it's like, okay, cool week. Maybe it feels that way to him. I don't know, because he has, you know, all this time to himself, and he takes his son for 2 days, and it's probably a hot ass mess, you know? And that is what happened to me today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.